Hey, today I had a lot of aha moments as I was rereading this, probably for the third or fourth time. Some things just take a little longer to sink in my mind, but we are doing the Seinfeld sequence, pages 86 through 97, and several things really stood out to me. And the feedback that I'm getting from people is that you feel like you don't have stories that are worthwhile. Think about the fact that this is called a Seinfeld sequence. Think about that show. There's really not a whole lot going on in that show, right? It's really just kind of about everyday mundane things. Think about how powerful and popular stories have gotten on Instagram and Facebook because people want to just see what is your everyday normal life. What does it look like? People love to see a peek into other people's lives because so often people don't really talk about that stuff. We kind of just glaze over like the stuff that's, social media worthy and don't talk about the other stuff. So when you let people in, once they have fallen in love with you as an attractive character and you let them in, then they want to know all these little things. Another thing that stood out to me was what he said on page 88, that you really want it to be 90% entertaining and 10% content. That really struck me. So of course it's all about stories. And then make sure that you give an offer. Make sure that you always link it back to what we're selling. Because if not, then you're just spending time and not bringing up your sales and not, getting to the point of what you're actually doing. Because my eyes have opened to how important story is. So we are getting ready to shift gears here. This is the last that we're going to do for now in Dotcom Secrets. And I'm going to shift over to Expert Secrets because Expert Secrets is all about storytelling. And storytelling is such an important part in being an attractive character and sending out good emails that we need to shift gears and go over to the Expert Secrets book. The other thing that really stood out to me is on page 89, when he said, how often should you email your list? And it can sometimes feel like you are almost nagging people by sending out emails all the time. But don't think about the people who aren't your dream customers. Think about your dream customer. For me, my dream customer is Jerry. Jerry loves to hear from me. She gets so excited. Every time I post a new video on YouTube, she watches it instantly. Whenever I send a new email, she responds to the email. She cannot wait to hear from me because she really enjoys my attractive character. So I'm thinking about Jerry. I'm not thinking about the other people who are going to unsubscribe, who are going to get annoyed. It doesn't matter. They're not my dream customer. I'm thinking about the person who is attracted to me because I haven't, I've worked on my attractive character. And again, we're not talking about looks here. We're talking about you drawing people in. Think about your dream customer. They love to hear from you. So once a day probably isn't enough, but that's what we're shooting for, is to get email content out to them every day with just some little catchy story, one little point, and just like a little nugget of content. That's what we're working toward. I'm excited to dive into Expert Secrets because there's so much amazing content in there too. Thanks.